All right. So that's well. So I restarted this video because um I I just realized like when I opened up a tab, I had my token showing for Mapbox, and I was like, all right, I gotta restart this. um. So I'm gonna redo the first like a minute 30 seconds of the video. So one, I was talking about how I really wish there was a cafe open until till like 3 a.m. So for entrepreneurs and coders, and I'm like, okay, one day I'll start a business like that because I wish these things would stay open. And then the second thing I was talking about was I love AI, but at the same time, I'm thinking back to this tweet about this guy who said he's gonna miss the days. He understands like this is where it's going, but he's gonna miss the days where he builds stuff with his hands, and being able to fight through the bugs, have the aha moments, um, and just like see the struggle and growth that comes to building stuff, whether it be software or even physical stuff and art. That's what's going to be missed. And I'm building Mo Moods, a mood tracking app. Simple, but I wanted to make it location based where you can see how people are feeling around you. So I'm gonna like incorporate, you basically log your moods here. It's gonna be a nice UI as y'all seen in the designs here, and you can see how people are feeling around you, right? But I want it to be a heat map, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what the limitations are for MapKit, and I'm not even sure how to do a heat map. And I saw someone make a Swift package and stuff like that, yada yada yada, and I'm like, well, maybe I'll do a web version because it might be easier to do web. And I'm over here like wait, maybe V0 could do it. So I had V0 do it, and it did Mapbox. It asked for my token because Vercel made it so you can add your you can add environmental variables and add your API keys and stuff in there. And yeah, I don't have my this time. I don't have my token showing. I'm not gonna go to the console, but nah, it did it. Like this thing did it, and it made me happy and also sad because back in the day, like I would have looked up how to do this. So like I'm looking at like what it was doing and what libraries and components it was pulling into, and I'm like, oh wow, I remember React Map GL. Like, oh yeah, this was a perfect way to use it in my app. I'm not even sure if I could even, I might have to find a different way to use it for Swift UI. But I'm like, okay, this is cool, right? And I'm just thinking, like, man, if I was coding before it, like, I started coding like a little bit in like 2016, but officially started in 2019. And I'm just like, man, like, if I had to like try to build all my ideas by myself, I would not even have gotten this far, because AI has been like this knowledge base of every developer who's built stuff on like put out on Stack Overflow. I think Copilot is trained on people's public repositories, which I think was a controversial thing. I think I remember that being on an article. But man, I'm just happy like I got my idea, which brings me to this point of the video. Like, I love AI. However, even though it's doing so much and it's abstracting so much of the things I want to know and know how to do, I just have to remember there's always going to be an opportunity to learn, right? Because even though it's doing this, the code is still here. I can study this. Same thing when I was using Cursor or Bolt, Lovable, Alex Sidebar, all these things. The opportunity to learn is still going to be there, and these tools, even though they do a lot for you, you can still go in and see how it's done. However, like I feel like one thing that happened when I was like learning how to code was I was always thinking there's like this one way to do it, but there's a bunch of different ways to solve a problem when it comes to code, and everyone does it differently. And I'm just here like telling this thing to build my ideas, and which brings me to the next talking point, which is I said I was okay with AI because at the end of the day, I want to build stuff. I have ideas in my head, and if I can get that out and get my vision out there, and create it, then why not? Why not do it, right? And I understand how videographers and artists feel. That's a whole different discussion. But when it comes to the tech thing and building your stuff, like, this speeds it up. And I ain't gonna lie, when I seen it work, and I'm like, oh my god, here's the map I wanted, right? I'm just like, oh damn, like, I didn't do this. like I didn't go through the trials and tribulations of trying to figure this out and use this to build the app or I didn't use I didn't use Mapbox, or maybe that learning opportunity is I could figure out how to put it in an iOS app, right? Now, do I want to do that and go through do the hard way? I could. There's a learning opportunity there. There's also an opportunity to just go talk to ChatGPT. I have a senior developer, mid-level engineer called ChatGPT or Claude. I could talk to and be like, hey, how do I do this, right? Because a lot of things where I was coding, like imagine coding in 2019, 2020, before AI. Like the old way of coding was to Google, research, Stack Overflow, documentation, go on forums and whatnot, and just try it, right? And then if you really, really got stuck, it's like, all right, who can I find to help me with this? Like, is there someone sitting next to me? Can I, But now you have this resource that just has every possible, I don't know, coder just shoved into it, it's a beautiful thing. And at the same time, like, I now understand what that guy on Twitter was talking about. I wish I could find a tweet, but now I get it. Like, I kind of miss it. I'm glad it's kind of gone. I built this in like 10 minutes. And damn, I really wanted to like build it. Well, I'm building it. Like I said, at the end of the day, I would prefer this. I would choose this to get my vision out and build, right? And at the same time, it's like, damn. Anyway, this is Mo Moods for those joining the video. I'm trying to build 27 MVPs, and I plan on, so you can log your moods, and I'm gonna put this all in a MongoDB database on Atlas, and you can submit. It's anonymous, but I'm basically grabbing your location, and if you want to share it, right? If you ask them to use a permission to share your location and share your mood, you can see how people are feeling in an area. So imagine just seeing everyone mad in Times Square. You're like, oh, let me avoid Times Square, but everybody's happy in Central Park. It's like, oh, Central Park seems like the place to be. And I had this idea way before I seen Hood Maps. This was made by Peter Levels, right? But this is basically what I was trying to get at, but with moods, and I thought that would be really cool to do. And also, I was like, oh, Snapchat Maps and stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And it looks like I'm going to build the simple mood tracking, which I can do tonight. Just track your moves, get a nice stat. And the map, I might just add a link to this, until I can figure out how to put it here. Which, who knows, maybe I can actually just upload the whole project to ChatGPT and ask it like, hey, how do I, do that? And I literally could just vibe code. And for those who don't know, vibe coding is basically, coding an app without coding it and having the AI do it. I don't really recommend it. It's getting to a point where people are talking about it on Twitter and saying they don't know the code base, the files are too large, there's too many files, it's like bloated, they don't know how to solve the issue, neither does the AI at that point. So do it for small stuff like this. Like, this is where it stays. But oh snap, that's cool. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm really excited. Like, I think this is where you kind of just embrace it. You just embrace AI, and just build your ideas, because that's the goal. It's like, you want to build, you want to just put yourself out there. I plan on using AI to kind of storytell, but I don't plan on using it for writing. I have a book, novel I really want to write in the future. There's no way I would let AI do it. Definitely for brainstorming, bouncing ideas, but not to like, maybe help me reword something or grammar. But yeah, oh my god, it's just so cool to see it. And I'm like, damn, back in the like 2016, 2017, 2019 Mo, Muhammad would have struggled to do this, but I would have loved it. I would have grew from that. And this is why people are saying young people don't know how to code, because of this tool. Like, if you're learning how to code today, I pray for you, man, because the temptation is just use these tools. But going back to what I said, there's always the opportunity to learn, right? The code is here. You can have ChatGPT be a tutor to you. So there's still no excuse. Like, you can learn. So for me, it's like, all right, let's hit this deadline. If y'all seen my past videos, I use School Calendar a lot. Let's hit this deadline to accomplish my goal. And it's such a good song. I know YouTube's about to flag it for copyright, but perfect song. Let's hit this deadline. Let me build on my stuff, and then I actually plan on dedicating a month somewhere. Did I have it written down? Yeah, study web iOS. But I think it was also in October somewhere I was going to do that. But it's like, all right, let's actually sit down and understand everything the AI did. I even told the AI, leave comments everywhere, because I plan on going back to these GitHub repos and, really sitting down. And I'm trying to be an iOS engineer and, like actually know how to do everything, because I really want to be good at one thing and get back to web development with like being good at Next.js and React, because I used to be good and I'm not that good, That's what happens when you start. I was an educator. I was teaching kids how to code, and eventually my skills kind of like went down because I wasn't building. And now I'm a software engineer at a company, and it's like, man, thank God for Copilot. All right, y'all. That's all I got for y'all today. But yeah, more moves is gonna be finished today. And I'll probably post a video after tomorrow, because Nimbus. This will be the 12th app I finished this year. But I don't know what I'll title this video. I gotta figure out what I want to title it, because I really want people to see this one. But I love AI at this point. I really do. Alright. The song's over, so that means I gotta end it. So cool. Just imagine this thing, like when everyone starts entering their stuff on the app and it's in MongoDB, and then it's just fetching it and populating the map, and it's like, everyone go download my app and we can all see how sad the world is. Yo, it looks so dope, bro. Like, what? I didn't have to do that, but again, I could. It's an opportunity to learn, but I'm glad I didn't spend too much time doing it, and this is actually better than my vision. This is my vision, and it actually did it way better. Oh, this is so cool, bro. Nobody's gonna have a mood tracker app like me. Because the full vision goes a little more, but yeah. All right, catch y'all later.